From a fake Kristen Stewart to fabricated forests and plastic wolves.
Roll when you've got an image.
We're looking back on the creation of the iconic Twilight Saga.
Action!
Because the effects made 15 years ago still have a remarkable impact even now.
All right, let's roll it.
Fans of Edward all wanted to know how he got that radiant skin. The answer is, it wasn't easy. This glowing effect involved more than just computer tricks. They had to make sure the angle of the sunlight was right too. So filming only took place during daylight hours. The story was supposed to happen in Washington's cool fall, but it was all filmed in the summer in completely different places. Kristen and Robert endured hours in the hot sun. They were constantly squinting into the glare, working hard to capture those stunning shots.
Cut.
Cut.
Good one, huh?
Cut.
Fans were not only impressed by the vampire's skin, but also by the outstanding physical shape of all the actors. Yet, not many grasped how hard the cast worked to look so perfect. The cast underwent a specialized physical training regimen.
Welcome to our vampire bat cave. This is where all the booty kicking goes down.
And Taylor Lautner got the brunt of it. He had to show his strength all the time.
Dude, when did you get so strong?
Sure, the actor spent a lot of time in the gym, but lifting a motorcycle by himself, that's too much.
Wow. Okay. They don't help me much.
So, the filmmakers came up with a smart solution. They used wires and a crane to help with the lift. So there wasn't a lot of effort involved. The scene where Jacob has to carry Bella was a different story though. A highly innovative rig with a specially designed molded seat was created for this moment. Originally, the idea was for Taylor to simply support Kristen's weight while he walked, but it didn't look realistic on camera. As a result, the actor ended up carrying his partner again, and again, and again.
By the end of the day, my arms are just like shaking so bad.
Thankfully, the vampire got a bit more help. In Twilight, the vampires run much faster than most athletes, so you'd think the cast would have been completely worn out by the end of filming, but to their delight, the creative team devised a clever trick to fake this. They attached the actors to ropes and harnesses. This helped them achieve that super smooth glide. They also spent a lot of time on the treadmill while the camera captured them from a truck.
So long as you're not seeing their feet, it feels like they're actually going very fast.
By the way, the actors had a blast filming those scenes. They even made a game out of it, competing to see who could run the fastest.
But I beat everyone.
We have a lot more secrets for you. Like, how did they fly so high?
3, 2, 1, go!
It might look simple, but the actors were actually hanging from special harnesses, so it was tricky to stay balanced. And of course, all of them still had to act convincingly.
Top for
2, 1.
Naturally, the most difficult jumps and falls were performed by stunt doubles, but the lead actors also had to engage in a lot of flying using those suspended structures, although Kristen often wanted to do a few unsafe moves herself. The actress proved to be quite daring and adventurous.
Yeah, I like stunt work. Kind of scary though.
Oh my God! Jesus Christ, I don't know why I can't handle that. I can't handle it.
However, there was one stunt she said no to. When Bella jumps off the cliff, the director suggested Kristen put 2 big rocks in her pocket to make her really drown. Kristen was too scared and declined. So Chris Weitz decided to test it himself. Surprisingly, he changed his mind when he realized how risky it was. Instead, they decided not to experiment too much.
How was it?
Awesome.
Yeah?
Naturally, real wolves were part of the movies.
Their name like Ricky, Randy, Tom, Sarah.
However, these scenes were shot without any actors. The filmmakers were understandably concerned about the safety of the celebrities. So once they entered the frame, the real wolves were swapped out for plastic models. The team then employed cutting-edge computer technology to digitize the footage. They used big foam figures to show where the wolves should be and moved them around during filming. Picture this. The actors had to stay serious while talking to these stand-ins.
I don't believe it.
You hope to convey the seriousness of what's going on to the actors when everyone knows that behind the scenes there are wolves on sticks.
However, Kristen Stewart disliked those fake wolves so much that she requested an alternative solution.
They were very generous actors, those plastic wolves.
And whoops, here comes Taylor Lautner again.
Hey, say hi to Taylor. What's up, Taylor?
How you doing?
To make Kristen's job easier, the actor was asked to portray a wolf. This also helped enhance the emotions of the animal's on-screen eyes, which was left in the hands of computer graphics. But to make it all come together, Taylor had to perform in this somewhat ridiculous costume.
So you're gonna do.
Well, Taylor did make a very cute wolf cub.
We did great, I think.
And did you ever notice the numerous scenes filmed in snowy mountain settings? Let's face it, it's quite challenging to pull off, not to mention dealing with the unbearable cold. To prevent anyone from falling ill, the designers constructed a forest with mountains right in the studio. There were over 50 people working on this huge structure. Robert and Taylor's emotional scene was also filmed here.
If she chooses me, would you try to kill me?
That's an intriguing idea.
But the most challenging scene was when Bella gave birth. It demanded the actor's utmost dedication, especially Kristen's. She had to literally scream, squirm, and strain for hours. But it was also quite technical. To depict those limp legs after Bella's spine breaks, they crafted a special prop table. This table had a secret compartment which hid Kristen's lower body, and the fake legs were positioned on top.
Looking down at really flimsy legs is strange.
Her actual legs, clad in sweatpants, were carefully tucked beneath, but Kristen still needed help getting in and out of this setup. She definitely went through a lot. But there's another very interesting detail here. In the story, the fetus sucks the life out of Bella and she loses a lot of weight quickly. However, such drastic measures posed a serious risk to the actress. So how did they make Bella look so skeletal?
You have to do that through the support of visual effects and prosthetic appliances and special makeup, and lighting, and camera moves.
Every single shot was a special effect. And for maximum believability, they had to bring in a second Bella.
We took this striking, emaciated 3D head, we tracked it into the scene, and then we literally took the original photography and we shrank it onto the puppet.
Imagine that. A special mannequin was made from a mold of Kristen's face and body. Exactly like the actress.
They created this doll. It's this thing, I don't know what to call it, that looks just like Kristen, minus 50 pounds.
The resemblance was so uncanny that it even startled Kristen herself.
Wow, that's not me. People would be like, oh my goodness. And I'd be like, no, I don't just look that bad right now. I mean,
Crafting all of these scenes required a significant amount of time and effort, but the end result was definitely worth it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much. That's a picture wrap on Breaking Dawn.
Another scene that stands out for its grandeur is the final battle. It was really impressive. There were so many actors on one set at once that they required a lot of space, so it took a lot of time to find the perfect setting. In the end, it was filmed in a rented hangar, which turned into a whole town with carriages, costume rooms, and a canteen. It was so extensive that the team even created fictional streets to help people find their way around. Another fascinating detail that you probably don't know is that they used shredded paper for snow. Imagine the amount of paper it took to achieve that effect. And it turned out to be a waste. The paper dust caused problems with the actor's eyesight and was a health hazard. So to fix it, they decided to pour water on the paper, and then it was back to square one. This scene had to be reshot a lot. In fact, one day the cast felt so drained that they decided to inject some fun into the set. So they organized a massive dance battle as a prank on the director. Each of them showcased a few choreographed moves, and the studio literally echoed with music.
And we all thought it was the best idea we'd ever heard. That was genius.
After this spontaneous burst of energy, the shooting concluded swiftly. Most importantly, it was a success. The filming of Twilight is truly remarkable in its scale. Which scene stands out as your favorite? Feel free to share in the comments.